Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another battle video, and it's where I take one high-end product and battle out with a more cheaper, affordable dupe. And for today's battle, I have the Urban Decay Naked Palettes. I have all three, 1, 2, and 3. And then for the dupe side, I have the Makeup Revolution Redemption Iconic Palettes in 1, 2, and 3. These shades are so similar to the Urban Decay Naked Palettes. It's like mind-blowing how similar they are. The Naked palette retails for $54 US off the Sephora site, and the Makeup Revolution Iconic palette retails for $7.20 US. So you could get all three of the iconic palettes for less than the price of one naked palette. So yeah, if you guys want to know which one is worth it, if this is actually a good dupe for the naked palette, then just continue watching. So you guys will be seeing hand swatches, and actually today I am wearing Makeup Revolution Iconic 1 on my right eye and the naked on my left eye. And as you guys will see, they're so similar, like they're pretty much exactly the same. It is crazy. So to compare the two, I would say that the Urban Decay one is more buttery and it does have more pigment. It's a little bit easier to blend since it is more buttery. But saying that the Makeup Revolution palette is very pigmented as well. I feel like for most of the palettes, the glittery shades and the darker shades are a lot more pigmented than the lighter shades. The pigment on the glitter shades is so nice, and especially for the price, I'm so shocked of it. It's not as buttery as the Naked palette. This one definitely has a lot of fallout. You definitely want to tap off your brush for excess product because it does have a lot of fallout compared to the Naked one. I feel like the Naked one, I don't have any problem with any fallout, but with this one there is a lot of it. But as long as you tap off your brush before you apply it onto your eyes, you should be fine, but that is something you should keep in mind. And honestly, I do love the Naked palette. I love Naked 1 the most, and then Naked 3. I don't like Naked 2 at all. I don't like cool tones on my skin tone. I feel like it makes me look really weird. I don't like how it looks. I hardly ever like go for my Naked 2. But as you can see, I have Hit Pan on Buck, which is this brown here. I do use my Naked palette a lot. It was my first ever eyeshadow palette, but learning more about makeup as I grow older and I get more passionate about it, there are a lot more better eyeshadows than the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I feel like they are very hyped. This was a palette that everybody used. That's why it was so hyped. I don't know, I feel like I've used better. I mean, it's still a good palette, but I do think it's quite pricey because $54 in New Zealand is almost like, I guess, $80. So that's pretty darn expensive for eyeshadow palette. I would say if you haven't gotten the Naked palette yet, give these a shot. The colors are so similar. Like, it's crazy how similar they are. So getting these three palettes is way more worth it to me than getting just one palette, especially if you want to try all the shades, because the Naked 1 is more warm tone, the Naked 2 is more cool tone, and Naked 3 is more rosy tone. For the purpose of this video, I would say the winner is the Makeup Revolution Redemption Iconic Palettes. First off, it's so affordable and they are pigmented and you can blend them out really nicely. They're not patchy, and I just feel like although they're not as buttery and they have a bit of fallout, for the price you really can't beat it. And the colors are like so similar. Like, it's mind-blowing how similar they are. Some are probably exactly the same, some is probably a bit more golden, a bit more darker, a bit lighter, but honestly, if you're looking for a dupe, this is probably the best dupe I've seen. Although the packaging I'm not a big fan of. Sometimes it's like hard to open. It's like very cheap packaging. No mirror, which I always need a mirror in my eyeshadow palettes. I feel like if it had a mirror, obviously it would be more expensive, so it's alright. What matters is the product inside. And obviously it did come with like a little sponge brush that you always get in those eyeshadow palettes. I know the Urban Decay one does come with a brush, and I actually use those brushes all the time from all three palettes. It is a very decent brush, and I know that would add more value to this eyeshadow palette, but still, for the price, I mean, you really cannot beat this palette. If this palette was pretty obviously I would just say splurge on the Naked palette, but this is so pigmented. Like, come on guys, like this, the glittery shades are just crazy and so beautiful. So yeah, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys did enjoy these swatches and also the comparison on my eyes. It's one thing to see hand swatches and it's another thing to actually see them on your eye, applied with brushes, blended, and you guys can really see the difference between the two. I think they're both very similar, but like I said, Makeup Revolution, can't beat the price, super pigmented. So in the comments down below, let me know if you guys have tried the Naked palette and also the Iconic palettes from Makeup Revolution. And let me know your thoughts, whether you agree with me or you think different, you love the Urban Decay palettes. So yeah, let me know. I would love to know your thoughts. And like this video if you did find it helpful, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!